Welcome back to Zen Jamaican Vibes. Today we're in this beautiful backyard nursery here on the longest corner in Jamaica in New Holland, and we're here to share the story of Mr. Earl Daley. I know you guys are going to enjoy this video, so just stay tuned. You're watching Zen Jamaican Vibes. Good morning, Mr. Daley.
You can call me Earl, Good morning and welcome Shenzhen all over the world.
Yes.
Welcome to St. Elizabeth.
Yes.
More so, welcome to my backyard gardening.
Yes.
So this, basically, it's a jump start for those who find it hard to start from scratch.
Yeah.
You sow the seed and wait on them for like 2 weeks to see them, and sometimes you see them buy the seed in the store, them expire.
Right.
And you're waiting on them for a month and nothing.
Yeah.
You get frustrated and give up. And that's where I come into the picture. So after BERYL and I listen to the mainstream media,
Yeah.
how they need to get back in production real fast and ramp up things.
Yes.
So I thought I'll give the people in the area a jump start, and those who will pass by, give them a quick start to get them things together.
Yes.
Moreover, prices of things were so high. So if you can do your own thing in your own space,
Yes.
I give you a jump start.
Yes. And prices are still high.
Prices are still high. Yeah.
Yes.
For example, I would do peppers in a container.
Okay.
Your bell pepper, or otherwise known as your sweet pepper,
Yes.
in a container.
Right.
Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the concepts that I'm promoting is container gardening.
Right.
So many people doesn't have the space, and you just want to do something in a nook of the little area. You can use up from a tractor tire.
Yes.
And you can do your vertical farming. This is cucumber.
Right.
To my bestseller container. This is a 5-gallon oil bucket.
Right.
And I put a pepper in it.
Yes.
And this is, when I sell one of these, you get pepper on it, you get the bloom, you get small pepper budding up.
Yes.
So you could live here with a pepper plant with at least 7 to 8 peppers in it.
And in no time you have pepper to use.
The beauty of it, one of the most beautiful experience I've had.
Yes.
A gentleman stopped one day and he says he's going to surprise his wife. He's going to buy one for his wife as a surprise. And I just imagine when she get this gift.
Yes.
And she can pick a pepper today, and perhaps by weekend she can pick another pepper.
Yes.
And it doesn't get fresher than that.
That's true. That's true.
And then the beauty again is that you have more peppers coming after. So you will have a pepper tree for a long while, bearing. So this is one of my best sellers. I started out with 48, and now I am down to like 10. But these now I keep for my own, and for show purpose.
Right.
I don't sell these anymore. They have to look real excellent for me to sell them.
Okay.
So if they're looking any way shabby, I keep them back for my own self.
But you have smaller ones that you
Yes, I do. I have of all stages. They're coming to replace these.
Okay.
So if you look to your left there, yes, I have these coming. They're budding already.
Yes.
Yes, start budding. And I have smaller ones coming in behind that.
Yes.
Yes. And I have in the nursery just sprouting out.
Yeah.
So I have them from all different sizes and shapes. Yeah. So I get my inspiration from. I like to feel the earth. I like things growing. I like to watch things grow and bud.
Yes.
And each day I get different inspiration from different plants.
Right.
Yeah. For example, the cabbage.
Yes.
Oh, I look forward to see them in the morning.
Oh, they're a beauty just driving past.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
And many people that stopped, they told me that they saw the operation and they told themselves when they're coming back, they will stop.
Yes.
Sometimes they pass and turn back.
Yes. yes.
And I said, how come you're going to Kingston and your vehicle is turned that way? They said they flied past
Yeah.
and they remembered and turned back.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And you have all the cabbages, you have them in the 5-gallon containers as well.
they these cabbage, they're very sensitive, as all cabbages are,
Yes.
because I have like 15 in one of those tires.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a diameter of say two, 3 feet,
Okay.
3 feet in diameter, and I had like 15 cabbage plants in it.
Right.
And I learned a lot from the persons that comes here, farmers and people who have knowledge in agriculture. I draw energy from all of these people,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I write down the notes and the tips that they will give me.
Right.
Someone
Right.
said to me, "Oh, it's too thick. You're planting too thick, man."
Yeah.
Because whenever they touches each other,
Yeah.
they send a signal to say, hey, your space is being reduced.
Yeah. So
So,
the cabbages are gonna come
so
smaller.
they stop right there and
Yeah.
start to fold.
Yes.
So the more space you give them,
Is the more.
is the bigger they get.
Yes.
Just look at that one, for example.
Oh yes.
I reduced the 15 to 6,
Mm-hmm.
and it like I should have just had 3 in it.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So I'm learning while I'm giving back to the
Yes.
public.
Yes. Yes.
Because last week I received a call. A lady called me that she wants me to install for her 2 tires in her backyard. So it's things like those.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
in the future, which is not too far, I'm hoping that I'll stockpile some of these tires, and I could take it to your place, install it for you where you want it conveniently, provide you with the topsoil
Mm-hmm.
and the plants. All you have to do is do the planting.
And
Yeah.
that's one of the things we're going to talk about next, because I was just going to ask you if you do composting, because
Yes.
that is one of the things that I realize persons are not too knowledgeable about.
Yes.
And they
Yes.
don't know that it's very easy,
Very
rather
easy.
than paying thousands of dollars for
Yes.
those bags of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Composting
Yeah.
is very easy. However, it can take a long time to get the right mix.
Yes. Yes.
And you may say, oh boy, it takes so long, I'm not even going to start.
Yeah.
But if you start, because my compost lasts for, it's stockpiled for over 6 months.
Right.
I stockpile my compost for over 6 months, but I do different heaps. I do different heaps. So once I start using the first one, the second one will be like a month behind or 2. And it basically I just use my raw dirt with goat dung, grass, peeling from the house, trash, anything that is biodegradable, dry leaves,
Yes.
mulch.
Yes.
We just pitch it in. Once in a while I turn it over, and it just forms itself, and it's rich. I made a comparison, and I'll show you. I'll show you my compost from the potting mix that I bought.
Okay.
So this is my compost. This is produced from my compost.
Okay.
Right. And this is from the potting mix.
Right.
Of course, it looks richer and greener, but looking from afar, they're looking all the same.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, I go with them both. I don't mix them. I could mix the compost with this, but I don't mix them. I just
Because
keep
you
it
want to, it's like you're doing it, but you're also doing a you're researching.
experimental.
Yes. So
Yes.
you have to figure out
Yes.
what works.
well with.
Yes,
So I
yes.
do that. I cater for people who just want 2 cabbages,
Yeah.
a half a dozen sweet pepper, 2 broccoli,
A couple Scotch bonnet.
I cut my Scotch bonnet. So
Oh,
a
yeah.
person will walk in here, and I will say, okay, I'll hand them a box.
Yes.
I have a stockpile of boxes,
Right.
and they will walk in like it's a convenience store,
Yeah, yeah.
and they'll pick up 2 cabbages over there.
Yes.
They'll pick up like some peppers here.
Yes.
Huh? So it's not nice and how more convenient can that be?
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Just perfect.
Scotch bonnet pepper over here.
Yes.
Every yard in Jamaica should have a Scotch bonnet pepper.
Of course.
Every yard should have a Scotch bonnet pepper. So I'm loading up Shan for today.
Yes.
So when she go back to her own space,
Of course.
she can put them to work. So
Definitely.
a lady stopped by one day. She lives just about 3 miles away
Yes.
in a housing scheme.
Yes.
But she stopped by mistake. She was on a call and she just didn't want to drive while making the call. So she happened to stop by. I thought she was one of my clients, so I went out and she wound the window down and I saw it wasn't her, but she came. Long story short, she came over. She said, "Has this been here all along?"
Yeah.
I said, "Not quite, just after BERYL." She said, "Oh my God, I've been looking for a place like this for ages."
People want this because they want to grow their own food.
Yes.
They want to because they can know what exactly is being used, what they're consuming. Once they have
Actually,
it and they can nurture it,
yes.
it's perfect for them.
Perfect.
So this is just excellent. This is a great idea.
Thank you. 100%
Yes.
natural, organic. What stood out for me? She said she lived upstairs, a rented place.
Yes.
And you know, upstairs you don't have much space to do anything.
That's one of the things
Yes.
too. Yeah.
So she ended up taking 2 of the peppers in the tub,
Mm-hmm.
and she took cabbage in the tub as well,
Yes.
like those behind you.
Right.
And she took quite a few other things in the bucket.
Yes.
She said she was gonna put it on her back patio and a veranda.
Yeah.
And that gave me an idea now. So in my next rollout of buckets, I'm gonna be painting them so they
Right.
look more
Attractive.
veranda friendly. Attractive, of
A lot of
course.
people don't have the space.
The space is my
They
problem
want
here.
to do it
Yes.
themselves. They want to have their own little backyard
Yes.
garden, but they don't have the
Don't
space.
have the space. So for those who don't have the space, the government is pushing what you call a container gardening concept.
Yes.
And I think I'm riding on that wave right now
Yes.
because I've got a lot of people that came by here. They want the container stuff.
Yes.
The good thing about the container stuff, you can move it around to where you want best.
That's true.
If it's a plant like, say, bell pepper that needs 100% sunlight, you put it where,
Yes.
like
So
your-
if it's somewhere that it has too much shade, you can always move it
Absolutely.
to get enough sunlight.
Yeah, if you got a couple of buckets and one is diseased, you can separate it, isolate it from the rest,
That's true.
and treat it.
That's true.
So there's a lot of advantages in doing your own. Plus the pride of picking your own tomato, your own pepper,
Oh yeah.
reaping your own cabbage. And such like. It's as you see, I am really excited about it.
Yeah.
And for me, just to see people come by and you feel good because they said, "Oh, when I'm in the States, I could just walk into Lowe or some store like Home Depot or some of those places. I know Lowe, especially Walmart,
Yes.
and you can pick up your plants and go home and plant them. But in Jamaica, you can't find anything that you want conveniently. So I fill that gap where for those who are plant lovers, weep no more.
Yeah.
Located on the longest corner in Jamaica, New Holland,
Yes.
is Earl Quick Start Organic Backyard Gardening.
Yes.
Yes, so all that and more. I do also palms. I do palms and I do them for rental as well as for sale.
Yes.
I had 20 just after BERYL and I'm down to 8 right now,
Yes.
and I'm getting new ones. I'm getting new ones to replenish.
Oh yeah.
To replenish the stock.
Yeah.
I am to replenish the stock. So
And I tell you something, in a little while you're going to have to make this expand because you're not going to have enough food for the amount of customers. This is something wonderful you're doing here, Mr. Earl.
Thank you for the endorsement. These peppers, these are these are Scotch pepper, Scotch bonnet,
Okay.
and I bag them out and keep them in the cool until they're ready to go out in the sun. So I keep them in here a day or two until they are ready to take the sun, because that's where they thrive, in the sun.
Yes.
So for now I keep them in the shade and then I bring them out.
So let me ask you something. For example, this here is our Scotch bonnet pepper, right?
Yes.
At this stage that it's at, is it?
Now this is not just a Scotch bonnet. This is the bell Scotch bonnet.
Okay.
It's the umbrella type. It's huge. It's small at the top and huge at the bottom.
Yes.
So this is a special type of Scotch bonnet. Carries the same authentic Jamaican flavor of your real Scotch bonnet. Now this will need another 2 weeks before I send it out there.
Okay.
So it gather enough roots. I just rest this a little. So it will gather enough roots in there. So when you're gonna transplant it now, you just hold it like this, turn it upside down, and squeeze on it, and you bring it right out.
Okay.
But right now the root, it needs to gather more roots.
Right.
And give you some about another 2 to 3 inches height, and then I'll take it out and I will sun it for a day or two to harden it and prepare it for the outdoor world.
Right.
And then it's ready to be planted. At this stage, it's quite tender because it's nurtured in a shade environment. So once it's another 2 inches to 3, I'll put it out for hardening.
Right.
In the sun, it gets some sunlight, get it ready for planting in the field or in your backyard. Yeah. These can go out in another week because they're already full grown.
I was just gonna ask.
So another week or two the most.
Yes.
Yes, they can be transplanted out there. Yeah, but because I'm promoting the containerized gardening,
Yes.
these I will transfer them to buckets. So I have ordered over 200 buckets that I'll be receiving shortly, and that will be for the Christmas season. So all of those buckets I'm gonna spray painted them, giving your primary colors, like colors that are friendly type.
Yes.
And so basically this is what I do mostly. I do sorrel. I do sorrel, which is now in season.
Yes.
I went to the farm like this morning, spent 2 hours reaping, and then the rest of my day is right here.
Yeah.
So the situation is this, and it's no fooling, it's no joke. Listen now, how I do this thing now. You have to organize yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Climate change about everybody, one way or another. In St. Elizabeth, we don't get much of a flooding, but the sun hot.
Yes.
The sun hot. Terrible.
Different.
It's different down here, man.
Yes.
We have a different sun down here, you know. Hot. I mean, I don't like the sun for a long time.
Right.
So when I get out of my farm in the morning, spend like from 7 to 9. For the rest of the day, I'm on the shade.
Yes.
For the rest of the day, I am on the shade.
Yes.
So many people came by and asked me how they can get one of this in their backyard, one of this shade house.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm looking into constructing shade houses now for people who would like it in their space.
Yeah.
You just want an environment where you can cultivate things without insects and goats and cow and everything bothering you.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
I'm looking into constructing shade houses so people can do what they love to do best.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of retiree comes here and they love the idea, and I'm looking into doing it for them.
I get the calls all the time. We have some persons who can supply people, but they don't have the variety that you have. Sometimes it's just the bell pepper, sometimes it's just the Scotch bonnet. But you have a wide variety of everything.
Yes,
Almost everything.
Yes, and how this comes about is whenever a person stop and asks for a particular item, if I don't have it, I make a note of it, and I try and get it.
Right.
People ask me for parsley, for kale, for cherry tomatoes, and these are things that I'm gonna do like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I now got the seedlings, the seeds. I'm gonna set them and bring them. I took their number, and when I have that available, I give them a shout.
So you listen to your customers.
That's where
I supply their
every needs as best as I can.
Yeah.
Now, I have a particular customer that ordered broccoli, cauliflower, kale, and parsley in the same tray.
Oh.
So I have to portion the tray.
Yes.
And sow the seeds accordingly.
Yeah.
So that gave me an idea that I can even go ahead and do that.
Yes.
So a person who walks in can get like 6 peppers, 6 tomatoes,
right,
cabbage.
Yes.
So you just take a tray and you're on your way.
Yes. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, every day I'm getting new ideas and such. I have a book full of ideas.
Yeah.
So
we see a lot of flower nurseries, but we don't see a lot of backyard nurseries like this. So this is just great.
Okay, so
you don't have a lot of competition here.
No, I don't.
So make use of it.
I'm maximizing as much as I can. Now
Yes.
these flowers are for my wife,
Okay.
but because she doesn't have a cool area to put them,
Yes.
I take them over for the time being, and people that comes oftentimes wanted to purchase.
Yes.
But
So your wife can do the flower while you do the backyard gardening.
Yes, that's because she bought one of these,
Yes.
and now she has 2, and soon she'll have 3.
Yes.
So she's propagating them as we go along.
Okay.
And she bought one of these as well, and now she has 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So she's building up the stock.
I mean, we've seen a lot of like fruits, but when
Yes.
it comes to the vegetables,
You don't
like
see much of
we
that.
don't see much of that.
I have many of customer come by or person stop by and ask me for fruits, for plants.
Yeah.
I said no. Too many people are doing that.
Yes.
I want to do something differently.
Yes.
Moreover, I don't have the space. And why do that when other people are doing it?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I just stick to seedlings.
Yes.
Yeah, and so far I have my hands full.
I can see that. I can
Yes.
see that.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's great. So over there, you'll notice my little pharmaceutical area.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where
That's your lab.
That's my lab. Yes, that's my lab over there.
Yeah.
I have to be very particular in what I do.
Yes.
So whenever I make a use of anything, I can make a record of it,
Yes.
and I can instruct people who comes to buy things. I can tell them what to use for that and what give you best result.
Yes. Yes.
I mostly use my 2020 multi-purpose. It's a foliar fertilizer. I will mix it with. This is a 2020 mixture. I can mix it with my baking soda, and this forms as a fertilizer and a insect repellent.
Yeah.
So I'll do this in the evening when it's cool,
Yeah.
when most of the insects come out. So I am a YouTube fan, so I've tested it and it works.
Yes.
And I don't do ketchup. When you see the symptoms, you start to treat it.
Yes.
I treat it before the pests arrive, before the insect come.
It's like you're eating healthy. You know you have diseases out there, so you try to eat healthy.
Build up that immune.
Yes, so that
Yes. So
if anything arrives, your immune system is
Ready.
strong enough to fight it off.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they call it being proactive.
Yes.
So every 2 days, I spray them with my vinegar, white vinegar with baking soda.
Okay.
A tip of cooking oil that works as a sticker to the leaves, especially after rain, when fungus and these things thrive.
Yes.
I spray them with it, so it keeps them away.
Right.
Yeah.
How about the dish soap?
The dish soap,
Yes.
that is excellent for. You have some insect that they just wait until your plants spring up, they cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut it. The dishwashing liquid, the dish soap,
Yes.
it it's their greatest enemy.
Yeah.
You spray the plant,
Yes.
and sometimes they ingest it. You just see them fall
Yeah.
over. Oh, it's my pleasure to see them. That happens mostly in my sorrel farm. That happens mostly in the
Yes.
sorrel farm.
Yes. Yeah, because somebody
Yeah.
told me that they had sorrel
Yeah.
and they had it in the freezer, and when they were ready
They're
to
still
use
in
it
it?
and they start washing it,
Them.
they see the bugs and they were
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
wondering what
What
bugs are
can
those?
I saw
You know?
them? They love gungo as well. They love
Yeah.
gungo peas. If they take over your gungo peas tree,
Yeah.
you can hardly see the stalk.
Yeah.
They make a cluster. They make a colony out of it. I don't have much problem with them. The most I had problem with sorrel is a earthborne disease.
Okay.
Yeah. If you look here closely, these are I've sown some peppers here recently.
Okay.
You won't see them yet. What I'm doing is I'm speeding up the process of germination.
Yes.
So I sowed them yesterday. So by yesterday was Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
By Sunday they will be sprouting.
Right.
Give it a dark place, and it enhance the germination process.
Okay.
Normally they will take 8 to 10 days. In this case, they'll take 3 to 4 days.
Oh.
Yeah, so I speed up my germination process by covering them or keep them in a dark place.
Oh, thank you for educating us about that.
Yeah, man. So they are shooting now to reach the sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I have a variety of seeds here that I will be sowing and experimenting on and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. So all those out there for your gourmet seeds, fruits and vegetables, I'll soon be having them.
And cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes oh my gosh, people have been craving for cherry tomatoes.
Yes.
Look at the different shades of carrots that I'll be bringing out shortly.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing out your cauliflower, of course, and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Now, a lady placed an order last week. She said she wants 400 tomatoes and 200 salad. So I know this is what she's talking
Yeah,
when she
the
says
big
salad.
one. Yeah.
But salad is not really tomato. Salad is when you make your dish of vegetables and salad.
What you used to make your salad. Yes.
But she said I just take her order.
Yeah.
Because I know when she
you
said,
understand.
yeah man, she wants salad, she wants big tomato.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I am tempted to wait until I set up my hydroponics to grow the strawberry,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try a seed or two
Yeah.
in the interim. Yeah, man, I'm
So
gonna
the
do that.
business is thriving because you're getting orders.
The business is bursting, it seems, right now.
Yes.
I live across the road. I don't get rest.
Yeah.
I just stand close by. When I'm not over here, I'm over there. So whenever a car stops,
Yeah. And they stop ever so often.
Yeah. and they're always looking inside here to see someone.
Yeah.
But oftentimes, once they stop, I'll be coming across.
Yes.
And then most times the window will be up, so they don't notice that I'm coming across, and I have to, yo, media.
Yeah. I still miss a customer.
I miss a customer, yes. And they are from all over the island.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I treasure most. I meet people from all over Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's a treasure, because I've been in people business for over 40 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I worked aboard a cruise ship for 10 years.
Oh.
And I worked with Sandals for 13 years.
Okay.
I work with my nephew abroad that has restaurants, and my brother has restaurants in Florida.
So you were a chef?
No, I worked on the ship. I work as a waiter.
Oh, okay.
At Sandals as a restaurant manager.
Mm-hmm.
And at my brother's, I do everything.
So you know how to deal with your customers.
Yeah, man.
You know all about customer service and
not all, but a lot. I know a lot, yes.
And about mannerism.
Yeah, man.
That's one of the things that I respect when I came here.
Mm-hmm.
Your mannerism, because sometimes you approach people to buy something, and the moment they start speaking, you're turned off.
Yes.
So it's a good trait.
Yeah.
Customer service.
Interpersonal skills is a big thing that Jamaica is lacking. Sometimes you tend to blame people. You walk into a store or an establishment and you might blame the staff, say them don't have no manners, but you can't blame the staff. You have to blame the manager.
Yes.
Don't blame the staff. Blame the person in charge.
True.
They're supposed to train their people.
True.
And you can either make customers or discourage them.
Yeah.
So I never blame staff people wherever I go. I always say, I wonder who is the manager.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man. So you got
Very
to be
interesting. So, is it a case where I know BERYL is the whole inspiration?
Yeah, man. Better give me a jump start.
But is it a case where you said you did Sorrel? Is it a case where you used to do other farming otherwise on a wider scale?
No, I only do sorrel.
Oh,
Only
okay.
sorrel. So what happens with sorrel now? Right. This morning I received 2 calls.
Yes.
People have sorrel and want asking me if I can purchase it from them. If I can, one called me for £200, another for £250. Because in past years I purchased sorrel from them when I run out.
Yeah.
And they even go lesser than they would have sold it for normally.
Yeah.
I mean, it sold £350 a pound, 400. I was selling, no, that's too cheap.
Yeah.
Because I know it's very laborious, a lot of work in it.
Yeah.
But I do sorrel, and in the year of COVID, when layoffs and things went bad, I thought I'll do sorrel drink.
Okay.
And I would sell it in the community, as well as when I go church, I would sell my sorrel drink, and then I start to do ginger beer with it, and I start to add on more and more. Now I do 8 different drinks.
Okay.
Yes. So my big boss came when I had too much sorrel now drinks, and it was about to spoil. And a thought came to me, why not dry it?
Yes.
So I start drying it and stockpiling.
Yes.
So for the year, I'm never out of sorrel.
Okay. Okay.
And then a second idea come to, why not? No. This idea came, it wasn't an idea of mine. I stole it, I borrowed it, or I imported it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was visiting one of my sister in the States,
Yeah.
Texas. And we were in a store and we were walking along the aisle and I saw this packet.
Yeah.
It marks hibiscus
Yes.
flowers of Jamaica. Hibiscus flowers de Jamaica.
Yeah.
I read the package. It was made in Mexico and some distributor in California distributed it.
Yeah.
It was dried packaged sorrel. Now, I've never seen it in Jamaica before. Never on a shelf in a supermarket, in a pharmacy, and never seen dried sorrel. It may have been there somewhere, but I've never seen it. And I said to myself, I'm going to do this.
Yes.
So I went to Riad and I told them my idea, and they took me to some forum where they do training and all that packaging and storing and such like, weighing and portioning, and it was very useful. Yeah. I should tell you, I got a lot of help from Riad, Santa Cruz. Those guys they're great.
Yes, they have helped me too.
They do.
Yeah.
They did. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yes. Riad is a big part of this.
Mr. Hendricks and everybody down there.
Great. Now, Mr. Lee, Mr. Wilson, Miss Wilson, Mrs. Gale, these people are tremendous help here. Covering the shade that I got for this, I got it there. Yeah, it's not done yet. I still need a couple pieces more, but it's okay for now. I don't mind the view, the open. Yeah. So I bought the packet from there in Texas, Houston, and I brought it to Jamaica. I brought it here because I wanted to remind me of where I can go with sorrel. Yeah. Because sometimes if you don't make a note of things or have a physical image that you can, sometimes you pass by and you see it and it comes back to your mind.
Yeah.
And I had it there, and maybe a year after I saw the package and I said, but wait, I had this in mind.
Yeah.
And I went to Riad and I put it to them and they told me what to do, where to go. And I bought the machine to seal and the packets. And I came home and I started doing my thing. They told me how to go the process of drying it and all of that. And I started doing it and perfect it. Now, rather had the facilities there that can approve your thing. The Bureau of Standard Jamaica is
Yes,
right there.
because that's how I ship my things when I ship.
Excellent.
I ship a few things away.
You have-
Sometimes,
yes.
because of my work, sometimes I'm busy, and it's
Uh-huh.
through rather. I go there and they check it and
Yes.
they make sure no insects, no fungus, nothing, and they
Yes.
approve it. Give me a pay,
Yes.
of course, a fee, and I'm able to send it off.
Now they said knowledge is power.
Yes.
Now, if I didn't know this, as near as Rada is,
Yeah.
I would still be a poor man today. But because you have the knowledge, you can put it to work.
Yeah.
A lot of people, these guys who called me this morning, 250 pounds, 200 pounds, selling at a reduced price,
Yes.
they can, I'm not saying everybody must do this, but
Yeah.
there's a huge market out there.
Yes.
I can't have enough. Each year, I buy over $200,000 worth of sorrel, plus my own sorrel, because I make juice right throughout the year. I go events wherever there are events. I have a huge showcase about 10 different juices, natural juices. I do smoothies.
Okay.
A whole line
at
of-
the St. Elizabeth Agriculture.
Absolutely.
I wasn't there this year, but I was there last
Girl,
year.
it was a show. It was a show.
It missed me this year, and I was
Yeah.
so upset.
I'm never up. A matter of fact, Miss Gail, Mr. Wilson, they religiously call me and tell me that, hey, show is on. And they send out the flyers. And then I started doing my own packages. And, at the hotel that I used to work there, over 1,000 and odd team members that purchase sorrel from me.
Wow.
People going abroad.
Wow.
Yeah, and things like that. Yeah, England, America, Canada, all of these traditional places where Jamaican go, they buy dried packaged sorrel from me locally and take with them to abroad. So my next move is to find a place in the airport where I can showcase and sell my produce.
Okay.
Like that. Sorry, today's not my sorrel day. I hope another time you come, I'll take you to the whole ropes of my sorrel.
Yes.
I even put together a sorrel plucking machine.
Okay.
Yeah, that take off some of the work of plucking. It's a tedious job to pluck.
Yes, I know, because I do sorrel too.
You do.
Yes.
You know, if you pick a million sorrel out there in the field, you have to do a million pluck.
Yes. One by one.
Yes.
And we have traditionally used the umbrella,
yes.
to do our plucking.
Yes.
But you have to teach me how to make one of those machines because it costs so much. All right. The problem that I have is that when I use manual labor to do it, I have to pay each person based on the amount of sorrel.
Per pound.
So if I have a machine and I can reduce that cost, then it's more money in my pocket.
Yes, man.
So you need to show me how to.
Okay. I hope on your next trip, hopefully before the season is out, you'll come back and I show you the whole operation, how it works, and the speed at which it works, the convenience, and you can save a lot of time and money. And
because that's one of the reasons why I was turned off a little bit.
A lot of persons,
because they charge a lot to pluck it too, you know.
Every step of the way, step of the way with sorrel, it's a lot of work, and a lot of people are discouraged because it's too much work and you can't get the labor. And because of that, the price goes up.
True.
So I do my own. I plant my own, and I package and I sell and such like. I don't sell the raw sorrel anymore. I keep it for my production.
Okay. Farm was always been a love of mine. So when I saw the whole make and the whole lineup of everything, I was very much impressed.
Thank you. It's a small place, but I'm trying to maximize the space as much as I can.
Yeah, man, you will have to expand soon.
I'm not sure I'll have the space to expand.
Yeah.
I'll just have to be efficient in what I do.
Yes.
And when I take order, I give the right time. So persons, when they come, they get their stuff. So I'm not gonna be afraid to give you a month. I'll tell you it's a month. So don't come back in 3 weeks. You're not gonna get your stuff.
Yes.
But in a month you will get it.
All right.
So that's how I do it here. So no overlapping.
Thank you for talking with us. It was it was not just we learned a lot. It was very educational.
Thank you.
And I'm sure persons are also inspired.
I hope so.
And I am also sure you'll be getting a lot of customers.
Yes, I am sure. I will have to add them to the list.
Yes, yes. All
Yes,
right.
yes. Thank you again.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. I know
It's my
you're a busy man.
Yeah, man. It's my pleasure.
So
It's pleasure for me too.
it's a pleasure to have you on the Shan Zen Zen Jamaican Vibe Show.
Yes.
Well, there you have it. Mr. Earl Daley. Jumpstart your backyard gardening now by purchasing your vegetable seedlings from Mr. Earl Daley. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for making it Shan Zen Zen Jamaican Vibes. Until next time, walk good and look out for your neighbor. His contact details will be in the description of this video.